Did you guys know that you can't look up if you stick your tongue out?
I hate you. I regret what I just did.
I'm mad because I fell for it. I fell for that.
Yeah, Earthrise. That's a show that has come out a week ago. We are gonna be talking about the season actually, so there are probably gonna be spoilers. Actually, there will be spoilers.
No way.
Yeah,
So
because honestly, yeah.
It's a warning. Also, it's been a week, so I don't know. I think people who cared already have seen it. I thought the season was, like, it started out, like, okay-ish, and then by the end of it, I was like, ah, shit. While I was watching, I was like, oh, God, there's, like, nothing happening here. And then, like, Mark told me while we were watching it, hey, we're on the second to last episode. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, so, yeah, it was a pretty uneventful season. I felt there was a lot of filler, and then, like, they tried to cram a whole bunch of random references in.
I was baffled by the character writing, how, like, certain people just pop in and out and then just die in the very same episode they were introduced in.
I actually came from the fact that I thought the first season was alright. I thought it was mediocre, like it wasn't like the best thing ever, but this season is just not too great.
I have to say that Earthrise was so messy and boring, it made Siege entertaining to rewatch. And I feel like with this season there were like two major things, and it's roughly around like the same kind of like constraints that Siege was under. They have too many ideas and they have to cram it within 6 episodes.
I actually don't think that was the case for this one, because they spent like 2 full episodes fighting Scorponok. Like if they had literally like cut Scorponok down to like one like tiny scuffle, I feel like they would have been able to fit that remaining part in like pretty easily. Like I think what this was just bad writing.
As Gambler keeps saying, 6 episodes is too short to tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
With this, it just feels like there could have been so much cut out. The whole thing with the Quintessons, that could have stayed, and then all this other stuff with the Dead Universe could have just been cut out, and it would have made no difference.
Yeah, I think they could have cut out like this entire season, and it would have been pretty good.
I'm not the only one who thought the Leader 1 and the Autobot squad on Cybertron was a little unnecessary.
No, you're not the only one. Because when they dragged out the first episode on the Cybertron, I was like, oh my god, we're doing this shit again. Can we please move on?
I actually much preferred that plotline that was going on. It was the only part of the season where things were actually happening.
Yeah, I liked it, but I didn't think it was necessary.
Yeah, I think it would have been a nice like intro like scene, but then it was a whole episode in of itself, and I was like, okay, damn.
Okay, one question. If the Nemesis uses Decepticon's energon, what do Megatron and the others drink to have energy?
Yeah, okay, so I never got that in Transformers. Like, that's just a thing in general. It's like, sometimes they rely on, like, energon to survive, but then other times, like, you know, it's just, like, a casual thing they have, and, like, it doesn't really, like, hinder them in any way. It's like, I never really understood that. Also, Wheeljack, they implied that Wheeljack, like, assaulted Perceptor at some point, which I found hilarious. They're like, oh man, this station is inside the space where it's tighter than Perceptor's receptor. And I'm like, what happened like in the lab? It's just like,
I did not have sexual relations with Perceptor.
he's like, oh god, Wheeljack, what are you doing there? Give me some of that Perceptor.
What are you doing, scientist?
This station was tighter than Perceptor's receptor.
This season, to me, was just a complete mess. I think this has to be like one of the worst Optimus Primes to ever grace
our
not
existence.
even like in just like in general. Like if you just like take every Optimus Prime that ever existed, this is like among the worst. That's how I feel about him, because it's not really the voice, it's his actions that annoy me more. It's just like he has this stupid like plot line of like I can't kill Megatron because I don't know, this is wrong, but you're in a war, and like it doesn't mean you have to be bloodlusty and like a maniac, but like you're in a war, you gotta kill like the other general in the war, and that guy is not a good guy, he is a very, very bad guy. It's like I don't understand his conflict at all.
No, I think he's kind of an idiot. Like in the first season, he walked into a trap knowing it was a trap, but he still walked into it anyway. But like in this season, Skylink told him like, hey, in the potential future, Megatron might kill you. That's all he needs to like go insane. Like
He's like, well, this guy's gonna kill me. I might as well kill him first.
it doesn't take much to motivate that guy. I thought there was a little bit of fun with like the first part when Double Dealer was when he was like capturing them. I thought that was kind of neat.
I completely forgot that the mercenaries were in this season.
Yeah, it's like if Logan happened, but the Reavers like stopped chasing them like halfway into the movie and then just came back for the final battle.
The voices, Megatron is so hard to listen to. He pauses. Like, people made fun of how slow they talked last time. I felt like that's kind of overblown. This time, Megatron it's just like, he'll say stuff like, you see it in the trailer, it's like, I don't trust you. It's just like, you didn't need to say it like that. And like everyone, like the thing with all the voices is it sounds like everyone is trying to give like their Oscar moment and like they're in a stage play. Like that's what it feels like. It feels like a stage play where everyone's giving a big Shakespearean performance, but it's like, and no one ever feels like they're in the moment. Like, okay, I am a guy in this situation. It feels like I am an actor in a play. Megatron, I will strike it at thee.
Forgive
Optimus, I will strike it at thee. Like, that's what it feels like to me.
Starscream's like, I'm a strike at both of you.
Starscream's shenanigans were so annoying this time around. They reuse a shot when he falls to the ground, and then like they reused that shot of him getting up, like with Ravage scratching him.
Okay, I thought it was a flashback at first.
That was weird. I thought like the room was like because you know that it like explodes. I thought like that created like a time loop, so that Starscream would just keep doing the same thing over and over again. I didn't realize that they just reused the same shot of him getting up.
I still don't understand what planet they were on when they went through the portal.
They were in the My Little Pony universe.
I think that if we got more episodes, we could have got like a mini adventure with Prime and Bumblebee exploring the planet, seeing what happened here, where is everyone, why are these structures here, why is half the station through the space bridge.
This whole thing just feels like a lesser Cyberverse. Like,
Yeah.
like the whole thing, like, there's that one scene which is literally copied from Cyberverse where Optimus and Bumblebee are out on the outside of the Ark, which is literally when Optimus was by himself because all the Autobots were having a party and Cheetor went up with him.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I actually kind of liked that scene and like the reveal of Bumblebee with the Autobot insignia. Imagine how hilarious it would have been if it panned down and he had a Decepticon symbol.
He's like, no, Optimus, and he just pulls a gun on him.
That would literally be that episode of Cyberverse where like they like do have like the fake memory
Visions.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's literally be that. So there's this one part where Optimus and Megatron are like trapped under some debris, and it's a kind of pointless scene because it's just like them talking, and they don't really say much like that we don't already know. But like there's a point where Optimus is gonna take the spear out, but what he does first is he like puts his hands around Megatron's head like he's about to kiss him.
Oh, Megatron, your lips are so perky. We need to work together. I'm gonna pull my spear out of you.
If I may, say something. Originally for this episode, we were going to bring my good friend, Samuel J. Flatman of TFI Creations. Let's just say, suck it, Sam, I won the bet. The ending was them landing on a prehistoric Earth with Dinobot.
Like, something I have to say about that final episode. So, like, except for the end when they crash onto Earth, like, that was the most interesting, cool part of it, right? When, like, Optus was like, divert all power to shields, and then they crash in the music. It's like, that's really cool. But everything before that was utter nonsense.
Yeah, they just need to get some new fresh eyes in the Transformers. I think I feel like a really good approach would like get people that aren't like ultra nerds into this thing, because like when you like see like so many of it, I don't know, your creativity kind of gets narrowed down. I feel like
I remember watching the first 3, like, I did, like, you know, a video on the top 5 episodes of G1, and, like, I remember watching a bunch of episodes, and I'm just like, you know, this is fun, like, this is nice. I'm like, there is a reason why people like this even today, but it's just like, what people want is like fun misadventures, but it taking place in the war setting, and not like, this is war, the war.
Decepticons, Autobots.
You know, they made Bumblebee in neutral, and they made and then they brought in like all these other things. So there is stuff that you could make something new out of, but it's just like, the mindset is, we gotta make this like serious, and you gotta make this feel like it could win an Academy Award like type thing. Like, that's what what it goes back to. I don't think it's trying to be. I don't think the problem is that it's dark. It's that it's being dark for the sake of trying to be adult, and trying to be adult in this way is kind of childish, in my opinion.
There is something I would like to ask. Is there at least one point that you could say that you liked about the show? Just one point.
There's plenty. I could mention. Like when Bumblebee gets he goes into the Alpha Triumph protocols. I like the stuff. I like the visuals in episode 5. I like the trippy visuals.
Yeah, I agree. Even if it is my least favorite episode, I can acknowledge that it actually does look really cool. With Skylinks telling him about... I actually like that concept. Like, Skylinks is just a sage just giving Optimus, like, advice, telling him, like, what path... like, the paths he needs to choose, and what could end up affecting him and the rest of the Autobots in the future. I actually like that as a concept. I don't like how it's executed.
Yeah.
I like that there's a third faction, the mercenaries.
yeah, I thought that was neat.
Okay, well, another thing I noticed is that Shockwave this time doesn't really like Megatron's orders. It's like Shockwave is trying to be the new leader in secret behind Megatron's back.
I actually like that. That's one part. That's one aspect of the show I actually like. Is that you could see that Shockwave slowly like going behind Megatron's back, because you could tell that Megatron's on the clasp of like, oh, he doesn't want to waste soldiers. Shockwave's like, nah, we need fuel. Kill off these guys, and you could see where their personalities like clash. And I can't believe I'm about to say this. I'm hoping that in Kingdom they come to clash with each other.
Like, maybe he's the reason why that there are beast bots on Earth already. He's been doing experiments.
Do you guys want to give like final ratings?
6.2 out of 10.
I personally didn't really hate Earthrise like a lot of you do. I just think it's fine, alright, okay. I enjoyed the season kind of, but it's obviously not that good, but I still had some enjoyment to it.
I don't think this season's good, honestly. Like, it took the ideas established by Siege, as like mediocre as Siege was, at least it was setting up for something, and this just kind of dropped the ball, and I'm not looking forward to Kingdom, so I'm gonna give this season, it was originally going to be a 7 out of 10 because I dropped the score for Siege to a 6, but like the more I thought about it, the angrier I got. So now it went from like a 7 to a 4 out of 10.
Beautiful.
So yeah.
I'll just give it a 6 out of 10.
I personally love this season, but from subjective rating, I give him an 8. But objective, I know it has problems. I know it has even more than 6. So subjective 8, objective 6.5.
Yeah, I'll give this the same rating as the last season, which is 0. And
Which is honestly more fitting now.
Is it still because Rung didn't show up?
yeah.